are back at the PlayStation booth at E3, and we're talking about one of my favorite games of the show, which is The Order 1886. Now I'm with Nathan from Ready at Dawn, and I've got quite a few questions for you. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's get started. So the people have seen some amazing gameplay that we've been showing, and the fluid from cutscene to gameplay looks incredible. But yeah, some people are sort of making comments, oh, it looks like there's quite a lot of cutscenes, not enough gameplay. How are Ready at Dawn responding to that?
At the core of our game, it's a third-person action game. There's plenty of action. It's all a immersive gameplay experience. And I think what's really different about our game is just the seamless blend between cutscene and game. And I think that visual almost throws people off. They don't realize that's actually interactive. That is playable. That is the game you're playing. So you're never putting down the controller and watching a cutscene play. There's always something to do. And so I think that's something that people will slowly get acclimated to. And as soon as they get their hands on their controller, we really see how people respond, and they understand what we're trying to accomplish.
Now, we saw the Lycans get revealed at the conference, but we've also seen humans as well, like in the demo that I played earlier on. I was actually fighting against humans. So how does this kind of mix? Have we got two different enemies?
Well, there's a few opposing factions in our world, and the rebels they're rebelling against the aristocracy at the time, and they view the knights as kind of servants of that aristocracy. But at the same time, the purpose of the knights is really to defend society against the threat of these half-breeds. So you kind of have these different opposing forces and sides kind of switching, so it really makes for an interesting pacing change between the more action-y kind of shooter combat sections to the more drawn-out suspense horror sections.
Okay, so when I was playing, I took some damage. Now these guys take a lot of damage, and when they did, they drank Blackwater, which is around the neck. Do you want to tell us about Blackwater and how that works?
So we don't want to go too much into the lore, but basically each knight is kind of paired with their own vial of Blackwater, and so it extends their longevity. They're not immortal, they can be killed, so a really heavy traumatic injury could kill them. But with more smaller kind of damage or gunfire, they're able to heal themselves with this Blackwater.
So if the Blackwater keeps them kind of alive and kicking, and I'm Galahad, am I the Galahad?
That's kind of core to their story. There's actually been the Galahad of our world, his name is Grayson, and so his call sign is Sir Galahad. So basically the knights, they kind of pass on the names to their successors. So they don't live forever, they can be killed. So it's kind of like, long live Sir Galahad, as the next generation kind of comes to the front.
So I've got a bit of 007 going on.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, now when we were fighting with the weapons, I had the thermite rifle, we had primary and secondary fire. Do these weapons all have that kind of to mix them up?
A lot do have primary and secondary fire. One core gun, the combo gun, which is kind of the bread and butter of the knight's arsenal. The primary fire has more conventional bullets, but the secondary fire has this concussive blast that will stun and knock over enemies. So just like the thermite rifle with its alt fire, a lot of the weapons in our world do have dual purpose.
Now, obviously, we're talking, it's a third person, it's a shooter, the cover systems. We've seen great cover systems before. So what are Ready at Dawn kind of really putting into this game to just take something that's already great and make it greater?
Well, I'm not sure our cover system is to revolutionize the genre, but we really looked at the kind of the best of the games that really enjoyed to play, and we tried to make a system that's really fluid, tight, responsive, and just fun to play.
Definitely is fun to play. I had a great time with it. Now, thank you so much. There's so much coming up from the Order. It's absolutely, everyone's loving it here at E3. I want to see more as the months go on. Thank you so much for your time, Nathan. You guys stay tuned to the channel because we've got loads more coming up from E3.